What's going on, everybody? Welcome. Hope everybody's day is going well. I'm Arm & Hammer. You already know what it is. Back at it again with another Sparking Zero video. Sonic the Hedgehog is quite literally one of the most iconic video game characters ever created. Albeit the franchise did just get out of a 6 feet deep hole that was dug up by the trash of the Dark Ages in the late 2000s, as well as the garbage game that was Sonic Forces. However, thanks to the recent success of products like Sonic Frontiers and the cinematic universe of the new Sonic movie franchise, the Sonic Renaissance has begun yet again. One of the most iconic notable features of the Sonic the Hedgehog franchise is its vast inspirations taken from Dragon Ball Z. And that's pretty obvious, you know, with the yellow spiky hair, the transformations, the 7 Chaos Emeralds that can easily be replaced by the 7 Dragon Balls. Yeah, Dragon Ball has had a lot of influence on this franchise. Now, I say all of that to say, Sonic is literally the perfect character to be in this game. I don't care how many other franchises reference Dragon Ball Z in the past. No, it's Sonic. It's literally Sonic. In fact, Sparking Zero already has a shit ton of Sonic references in its dialogue, from characters like Gotenks, Bulma, Chi-Chi, constantly referencing Sonic Adventure 2, etc, etc. So in today's video, I kind of just wanted to speculate what would happen if Sonic actually got into the game as a playable character. Now, do I think it'll ever happen? No, but wouldn't that be awesome? You know what I mean? So without further ado, let's get into the video. So base Sonic would most likely be a close combat type of character, because let's be for real, the base Sonic we all know, he don't really shoot ki blasts out of his hands too much, right? He mainly about the punches and kicks. And yes, I know about Frontiers, I know about Cross Slash, but like I said before, how often do we see Sonic doing that, bruh? So with his combo strings, he'd probably have flying kicks, gut punch, flying kicks, and then the 4 would be rolling hammer, right? Like I said before, pure combos type, not too much key shit happening, you know what I'm saying? And for his stock moves, his stock 1 would most likely be Sonic Speed, or that's where I would call it. Like, it'd be something similar to what Dispo has with his maximum light speed mode, where you don't really see the buff technically, but he does get one, right? It increases his movement speed, right? I think that just fits Sonic as a character, right? You know, with how fast he is, all that, etc, etc. His other stock move would have to be like a defensive thing, so maybe something like After Image, right? Because let's be for real, Sonic is actually fast enough to do After Image. And then the quote he would say when he does it is, "You're too slow." Quote that he says in Brawl. Come on now. Like, you know how Videl and all those other characters, when they say After Image, they say some stupid shit, especially when you have to keep hearing it again and again and again when you try to hit them. Bruh, imagine this shit when you try to hit Sonic and you keep hearing "you're too slow" over and over and over, bruh. And that's where, you know, his cocky, more annoying side comes out. So I think this move actually fits him as a character in general, right? Now, when it comes to his super attacks, his first super will most likely be a 4-bar, and y'all already know what I'm talking about, bruh. It's homing attack, it's spin dash, whatever you want to call it. Like, this attack damn near is already in the game. It's where, like, the character does some sort of charging animation, and then they just ram forward into the opponent. Like, it wouldn't be a cutscene move like Gogeta or Hit. It'd be one of those basic 4-bars that characters like Kakunsa, I think Ribrianne has the move as well. And on top of that, like, this move literally suits him to be in the game because he's done it so many times. It's literally his signature move, bruh. Come on now. Now, his other super attack, it'd have to be a rush. Like, let's be for real. And when it comes to like the supers and ultimates that he would have, I looked in all the games and I couldn't find nothing that would be cutscene worthy of a super or an ultimate, except, you know, the stuff that was in the movies. So for his rush attack, there was a scene in Sonic 1 at the end of the movie when he was battling Robotnik where Sonic basically came at him from all directions, and then he ended it with a homing attack, right? Actually, Kakunta has a similar move in Sparking Zero where she comes at her opponent from all directions, and then instead of ending it with a ball, she ends it with like some scratch or some shit. Like it'd literally be the same move. It wouldn't be that hard to implement, right? It highlights Sonic's speed, and it differentiates from the move by giving him a ball as the ending blow. You know what I mean? And when it comes to his ultimate, I already said I looked in the games. For base Sonic, I couldn't find nothing that'd be crazy for an ultimate, except for the one move that he did on Knuckles in Sonic the Hedgehog 2, where he trips him, he goes up into the air, charges up, comes back down, homing attacks him 3 times, goes back up into the air for a final charge, and then comes back down and booms that nigga. You know what I'm saying? On top of that, when he came out, he striked the pose, bruh. Come on now. Tell me that would not be a fire-ass ultimate attack for base Sonic to have, bro. Like, as a base Sonic ultimate attack, that shit heat, bruh. I'm not gonna lie. Like, it looks cool, it deals damage, and on top of that, it highlights Sonic's character, you know, with the pose that he strikes when he comes out. Imagine killing somebody with this ult, too. Like, that'd be disrespectful as fuck, bro. You know what I'm saying? But let's go ahead and move on to his super form. Now for Super Sonic, close combat type, etc, etc. Now for the transformation, right, it's obvious. The 7 Chaos Emeralds surround base Sonic, they spin around him, he glows, transforms into Super Sonic. Simple as that, right? Now his stock moves, his first one would probably be Explosive Wave. Like, let's be for real, basic defense move, you know what I'm saying? Now his other stock move, I was thinking could be a reference to his line in Brawl when he transforms, or he's like, instead of him doing some cutscene move after that, it could just work like an Insta Spark. Like, it shows that, you know, now he's getting serious, he's accessing more of his power, etc, etc, right? His first super attack, I was thinking could be, you know, what he has in Sonic Frontiers. I think it's called Cross Slash, where he shoots the X-shaped key blast out of his hand. Or they could be really cool about it and just use Sonic Boom instead. With Sonic Boom, he uses his legs to shoot the key blast. Like, it literally worked like the volley attack in Sparking Zero work, bruh. Come on now. For Super Sonic's rush attack, it's actually kind of simple, to be honest. It'd be the headbutt, you know what I'm saying? It's literally his signature move when he goes Super Sonic. He did it to Giganto, he did it to Perfect Dark Gaia, he did it to Eggman's robot. Probably the cutscene with Giganto would most likely do the trick for a game like Sparking. Kind of back up, get ready, and then he'll charge in with the headbutt. You know what I'm saying? So pretty simple 3-bar rush attack. For his ultimate attack, it would be fucking stupid to say anything other than the Grand Slam that he did on Night. That is literally ultimate attack material right there, bruh. I'm gonna go ahead and play it on the screen for those of y'all that don't know what I'm talking about. Nigga homing attacks him like 100 times, sends him into the air, fucking kicks him while he's still in the air, and then spikes him back down to the ground, bruh. That nigga, come on, bruh. It's flashy and it does damage, bruh. Now, obviously, you would think that with Sonic, you know what I'm saying, he would need like a Beast Gohan MUI type of form that makes him extremely overpowered. And that's where Super Sonic 2 comes in from Sonic Frontiers, or Super Sonic Cyber, Super Sonic Starfall, whatever that form is called, that's the form I'm talking about, right? So let's go ahead and get into that. Now, as I said before, Sonic would need some sort of super high DP form that can fight with the likes of Beast Gohan, MUI, etc, etc, and that's where this form comes in, right? Super Sonic Full Power. Somebody can give me the official name down in the comment section. So for his stock moves, his stock one, it would probably be Explosive Wave again. I'm not gonna lie, and that's what I've noticed with a lot of the characters in Sparking. Like, if a certain character has Wild Sense or Explosive Wave as their defensive move, it's likely that it's probably not gonna switch from either or. You know what I mean? It's a very rare case where a character has both Wild Sense and Explosive Wave in their arsenal. For his other stock block move could be an Insta Spark. Now, where Beast Gohan says, like, guess it's my turn, or blink or you'll miss it or something like that, what Sonic would say is sorry, Master King, because there was a scene in the end of Final Horizon where Sonic got into the cannon and he was like, sorry, Master King, looks like I'm going all out after all, and then he charged all the way up to his full power. That's an Insta Spark right there, bruh. Now, for his first super attack, I don't know how they would implement this move into the game, but if he was to ever get into this game or any other sparking game down the line, they have to get this move in here. So there was a move while you're fighting Supreme or the end, right? There's a move where if you side loop him twice, only this form can do it, by the way. That's why I want him to have this move so bad. But there's a move where after you side loop him twice, there's 2 gravity rings that, you know, that are clouding him, and then after you wait a certain minute after dodging all of the end's attacks, Sonic literally snaps his fingers and then the gravity rings crush Supreme. And for his other move, come on, bruh, y'all already know what move I'm about to say. It's the move where you do the Grand Slam on him and then he fucking crosses his arms and speed blitzes that nigga. Now, how this move would work, it'd be a 4-bar for sure, right? It'd work similar to Beast Gohan's where he would teleport to him, right? Instead of just being a regular rush attack, right? The gravity rings move, that could probably be 3 bars, but this move, it gotta be a 4-bar, bro. That's literally how it would work. You know what I'm saying? Now, when it comes to his ultimate attack, I know what y'all are thinking. I know y'all are thinking the cannon, right? I was thinking the cannon too. You know what I'm saying? But let's be for real. It would take way too long for that move to even start up, bruh. And for this form, his ultimate would have to be something that he can access by himself without the help of others, and luckily we've got the next best thing. So if you guys remember, once you actually defeat the end, like once you deplete him of his health, Sonic does like a Gogeta Blue-esque attack on this nigga where he zooms around him, kicks him up, flies up to him, hit the spin on him, right? He shoots the ki blast out of his foot, sends him up, and then when he comes back down, he finishes him off with like a mega punch, you know what I'm saying? That sends that nigga flying. Let's be for real. That would be the perfect ultimate attack for this form, bruh. It's not too long, it looks clean, it looks flashy, and it probably do a shit ton of damage, right? It's damn near like Beast Gohan's Special Beam Cannon Ultimate. Let's go ahead and wrap this up with potential intros and dialogues. Now, when it comes to intro cutscenes, I think the perfect intro for base Sonic, the only right answer here would be his intro in the Sonic Adventure 2 multiplayer, where he walks up, does his little pose, and says, "Let's do this." Actually, that'd be some pretty fire intro dialogue too. You know what I'm saying? And when it comes to Super Sonic, the only right answer is the pose that he did on Giganto, where he floated down and then he did his little smirk. That'd be a fire ass intro pose for Super Sonic. And then for Super Sonic 2 or whatever, they're probably just gonna do what they do with niggas like Beast Gohan, Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, MUI, where he'll just be standing there aura farming or some shit. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to the dialogue, some pretty cool outro dialogue, once again, come from Sonic Adventure 2. The one of them where he defeats the giant robot, he's like,
"This game of tag is boring. I'm out here."
Or there's another one, I think it's from Sonic Adventure 1, where he says,
"Hey, I'll play with you some other time."
It's not even just Sonic Adventure that has these awesome dialogues, bro. It's a lot of other Sonic games they could pull from. You know what I'm saying? And then when he Sonic sways, he could say like, "Too easy. Piece of cake," or if he predicts a revenge counter, "Come on, step it up," like shit like that, bro. There's no limit to the amount of dialogue that they could get for this nigga in the game, bro. I'm not even gonna lie. But anyways, y'all, that's the video. Let me know you guys' thoughts about Sonic being in Sparking down in the comment section. Now, I'm not gonna lie, with his moveset, I low-key wanted to pull from Sonic X, but I was like, maybe that's a little OD. You know what I'm saying? And I'll probably end up doing Shadow at some point, because come on now, I can't do Sonic and not do Shadow. Like, bro, it's probably not going to be the next video, though. It'll most likely come sometime down the line. This video is really just like for fun. Don't take this seriously for y'all Sonic niggas down in the comment section. We just role playing until DLC 3 comes out at this point. But anyways, y'all, that's it from me. I'm Armin Hammer. You already know what it is. Love y'all boys. Stay safe. Peace out. And I'm going to see y'all on the next one.